What up? Welcome to your morning drip. I am your host, Ronan Rock, with special guests in the building. My main man, Dell, in the house.
What up, y'all? What up? What up?
How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Same shit, different day.
Hey, that is very much true. I mean, but we are in Chinatown, which is, usually crazy as all hell.
A lot of shit.
Literally, a whole lot of shit.
Lots of it.
Man, yo, how you been doing?
I've been chilling, not trying to get sick. Raising a little puppy. Just living life, man. Living life.
How long have you had the puppy now?
Since September.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like 4 months old. He's a Shih Tzu's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad. He's always tearing up toilet paper, eating socks, and.
Has he got to any of your shoes yet?
No, he already knew not to get to the shoes. As soon as he got in the house, he knew not to get in the shoes. I gave that nigga the look, like, don't do it.
It's like, there's one rule.
You can eat up all the toilet paper you want. You touch my shoes, you might, you can go into the pound.
Going back on the block.
Mm-hmm.
Word, man. Yo, dude, I'm happy to finally have you on the show. I did give you a little bit of shit last time on the show. I don't know if you heard about it. You were my grinds my beans part of that show.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh, I gotta hear this shit then.
No, it was pretty good. I was light about it, but it was pretty good. And then, man, there's so much stuff I want to talk to you about because you've been around in Chinatown forever. Like, if they call, like, Ian the mayor, like you damn near the true mayor of Chinatown. You've been in the streets for a minute.
Yeah, I've been too long.
Too long.
Too long. Yeah, I like it though, but not too much lately. But yeah.
It's been crazy, man. Like how things have changed, like in the area, like back in the day when the once former glorious compound was out here, and we would be getting real toasty on
First Thursdays. Yeah,
Yep.
First Thursdays. All that PBR too. That's why I can't even touch that stuff anymore.
Man, bro, like it was a thing for me that I miss First Thursday. I miss the First Thursdays when Matt would be in the art gallery upstairs.
Yeah, when there was actually art shows going on. I mean, you still had the PBR and everybody coming to get drunk, but there was still good art going on.
Yeah, and it's like, and I'm doing an art show this weekend, but like even to say like. It was dope to have non-local dope artists traveling from across the country, sometimes across the world, because Matt would bring in people from Japan all the time.
Yep.
In there, and it was great. But now I look at that space and it's just empty and
it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. Like I look in there all the time when I'm standing there. I'm just like, damn. This used to be just the spot. Yeah, it used to be the spot. It was like the beacon of all the streetwear in Portland for so long too. For so long. Wait, all right. Tell me if I'm wrong. Did you work at Lifted? Yeah, that was where I originally started. Yeah, I was at Lifted, 24th and Broadway. Shout out to Jay Wick and Andre Speed. Yeah, and Horse too. You kind of are, the streetwear king of Portland. I mean, I guess if you want to say that, I won't say no. I won't say no. I mean, I've done the little things.
I mean, like, damn near every streetwear store of note you've been a part of in some way.
Somewhat, yeah. Somewhat.
And then let me ask you this, because I'm interested to get your opinion on this, and then I guess we're just jumping straight into the fashion portion of the show. how do you feel about all the consignment stores that popped up after like the move of Compound going from being like strictly like new merchandise and everything else, and then going over into consignment?
I mean, I'm not mad at them. I understand it all. I'm just always been like a retail dude, and I don't think people understand retail anymore because of consignment. They think everything is resale. Like when I'm over at Unspoken, they always ask me like, why is this the regular price? Like, you're not up in your price. I'm like, we have accounts for everything. We get everything straight from the manufacturer, basically. And people don't seem to get that. They seem like everything is a consignment store, just because you have some of the bigger consignment stores like around the world, like Round 2 and stuff like that. Have made them super popular, and then like Cool Kicks and all those other stores and like Stadium Goods and all that stuff have made that stuff popular. And that's what you see on a lot of like Complex and stuff like that. So I get it. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess the thing that like got to me, that was like the one thing that was dope back in the day within like the fashion world of Portland, was within the streetwear stores, like you got this mixture of like, this store carries this store carries this one has like a proper Nike account, this one's got kind of the boutique Nike account, and now it kind of feels like, word, we got consignment, and we got consignment.
Yeah,
and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Like, you know, shout out to my dudes at Produce, shout out to my people at Laundry. But the one thing I do find is like the skate shops are now releasing like, you know, the new SBs or whatever else, and it's just like I feel like the streetwear store, the streetwear mecca type place that we used to go to, is a little bit less.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about consignment too is just like they're always getting new stuff in, and that's one of the harder things about having just a regular retail store. We have to wait for the seasons that come in. I mean, we get little things like at once orders where we can order what they have available left from the season, but those are far and few between, especially since we carry only a few brands. Yeah. So it kind of makes it hard to keep it replenishing. But with kind of consignment stores, you know, you always have people bringing in stuff, and they're always on the hunt to buy stuff to resell. So yeah.
And also within that, and me and Ian's kind of talked about it a lot, like the collectible nature of the stuff that's been going on over the last however many years, where it's like blown up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with the shoes, like the shoe collecting. Like, I don't consider myself a collector.
How the hell do you not?
Because I wear everything. I don't sit there and like, I mean, I'll get there and look at these like, oh, these are so dope, but then I'm putting them on my foot and I'm like in the club acting a fool, and I'm spilling beer on them and stuff like that. Like, I wear my shoes. That's, yeah. And some of those dudes that collect them just sit there and obsess over it, and I just don't get it. Like, you gotta wear them, man.
Yeah, I mean,
you gotta wear them.
I get like, if maybe you had a pair of shoes and you're like, these ones I consider like literally a piece of art, and I'm gonna put them up somewhere in my house, like, but out and exposed. Like, I see them every day.
I'm wearing those too.
Yeah,
like, I'm wearing the art shoes. I'm wearing the only time, unless it was like a Jordan signed shoe or something like that, where that's not my size. But if it's my size, and I don't care how much it's going for, I'm gonna wear it.
Did you get the dead stock?
Oh yeah, I did. I haven't worn those yet though. I don't wear too many Adidas, but shout out to Adidas still though.
Yeah, 3 stripes for life.
Yeah.
No, funny thing is, Ian, I think they went up to a 13, and it's like, I don't even wear a 13. I wear like a 14 or a 15. And I got like a size 11.
Oh, that's my size. Yeah.
I was.
That's a shoe that you can kind of display though, because it's beautifully done, and I'm gonna wear them. I just have to figure out when I'm gonna wear them. It's like there are a lot of colors I usually don't wear, and so I gotta figure out how I gotta step out appropriate in them.
So I weirdly feel like Ian's the dead stock, the however you want to call it. I can't remember what the actual model number of the shoe is. But like, that shoe is, weirdly enough, I feel like I can see Kanye wearing.
Oh yeah,
like with the very like muted, you know. And in the story behind it with Coffee, I really feel like I can see like him leaving out with whatever his new girlfriend's name is.
Oh, Julia Fox. All right. Uncut Gems. That's all I know her from.
She was in Uncut.
Yeah,
she's
a side chick.
to Adam Sandler?
Yeah. He's his side chick that's younger than his wife and stuff. She looked good in there, but then I'd be seeing her around Ye. I was like, oh, who is this? I was like, I had to look it up.
Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. So the other day I saw that they had on they posted it on Instagram of Kanye like doing the makeout photo to the side that he does with everyone.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, yo, bro, it's one thing to have the R&B song that you use on every girl on every first date. It's a whole nother thing to be like, hey, I gotta take this one Instagram photo, baby, with you in front of a white wall and us just making out.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, come on.
Yeah, I'm cool on that. I want to see you making out with your chicks, dog.
Nah, and the thing is like, isn't he actively going after Kim Kardashian, still trying to get her back? Like, how do you feel as like you the side chick in the movie and then you came the side chick in real life?
Yeah, I mean,
at least you're becoming a side chick to like officially she's a billionaire now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that whole situation's a sticky situation. I try not to read too much into it.
And what's the dude, Marcy? What's the dude's name that
stepping out with?
That Kim Kardashian stepping out with.
Pete.
Yeah, Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
Yeah. Old butthole eyes.
Dude, yes. All right, yo, this is what I gotta say about Pete. He has a crazy ass story.
He's funny as fuck. I really like that dude. He's funny as fuck.
I like him better off SNL.
I also watched that movie he did though. Movie about that's like his life, I guess, about the King of Staten Island.
I did not know.
Yeah, he did a movie. It was pretty good. It made me like him more. Like I have nothing really bad to say about him. Like he kind of just seems like just a weird.
He looks like a Portland white rapper.
Yeah.
He looks straight up like if I had
one of those ones that used to come back in the day during First Thursdays and stuff like that.
Like freestyling outside, cannot freestyle. Yo, Pete Davidson, you look like you got weak bars. Yeah. Like and I hope that you and Kanye end up in a battle because Kanye cannot freestyle.
No, he can't. Dude, he'll have something written by somebody else ready for Pete, though.
Well, yeah, he'll have to do that. But do you remember, like, back in the day, like, whenever there would be, like, an interview or anything with Kanye, and then, like, they would be, like, allude to him rapping, and then he would do a freestyle, and he would just do a verse from one of his songs?
Yep. Before the song dropped, it was just a verse before you're like, oh, my nigga done killed it. And then the next week you hear the verse on the song.
Mayonnaise color bands, I got miracle whips. Oh! Yeah. You said that 14 million times, Kanye, on this one song.
Yeah, he was never really a rapper, though. He could rap, but he was never really, like, I could never see him as just, like, being a freestyler. Like,
I mean, aren't you the Kanye stan? Are you going to
not anymore like that.
Burn on fire?
No, I'm not going to burn him on fire. He's still my man, but nigga, a little...
I'm saying you're going to sit up here and spontaneously combust for saying the Lord Ye's name in vain.
Oh, no, I'm not going to combust. I'm my own nigga, man. I'm Lord Dell. Like, Lord King Cole, if you didn't really know.
I still love that's your name. I still love that's your name. When we were outside, I was like, hey, man, what's your Instagram again? And I'm like, how did I forget? I'm really surprised, like, that J. Cole hasn't sit up here and been like, hey, yo, bro, you need to come up off that. You need to. Yo, bro, no, all due respect, I'll send you some sneakers, but you gotta.
I would reject those sneakers. Are you a Puma or some shit like that? No, I don't need those, boy.
Oh,
yeah, I need those, boy. You can send them to some kids on my behalf.
Wow. All right. I mean, that is what it is.
He'll change it from Lord King Cole to Lord Cole. If he gets some Pumas.
No, because then it's even more his name.
I know.
Because he's just got to be the best rapper alive, so that's why he's trying to get the crown. But
I'm not a rapper, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yo, I can't wait to get to do this part of the show with you. All right, so top 5 rappers of all time.
Oh, god dang.
Right now.
Oh.
But this is the thing. It's right now. Tomorrow it can change to somebody else. It could have been something different 2 weeks ago. Just right now.
Like when we talk about rappers, like as far as I don't like talking about this kind of shit because I break down. I really like music, and I break it down to like are you talking about like lyrics or just like my favorite rappers?
Your top 5, your personal top 5.
I'd have to go. Does it have to be in a specific order?
We don't do it in order. Cool. No. There's no king of this list.
I'll go MF Doom.
Ooh.
Pusha T. I'm a big LL Cool J fan. I really like LL Cool J.
That's 3.
Hove, of course.
Okay.
This is getting hard now. That's 4.
Yeah.
Ooh. I have to go. I gotta go for my man. Yeah.
Yay.
I gotta
All
go
right.
for my man. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So we got LL, MF, Jay-Z, Kanye, and what was it? What was the other one?
Pusha T.
Pusha T.
Yeah.
Pusha T.
Yeah.
I think we got one similar on the list. Like usually, I have my standing list, which is basically
Lil Wayne. I know that for sure. Lil Wayne. Not?
It wasn't on the list.
What?
Every time I think about it, it wasn't on the list.
Lil Wayne's my favorite rapper back in the
Yeah. So, all right, let's keep it real. Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Mos Def.
Oh, that's a good one.
Andre 3000.
That's another good one.
And Black Thought.
See,
and,
he was in my mind too, Black Thought, because Black Thought be tearing shit up.
Black Thought's crazy, but then I'm like, how do I not say Biggie? Like
that's why I hate doing these lists, man.
So, all right. This one's a crucial one, and it's one. What's your favorite R&B album?
Oh, man, I ain't no R&B dude. Remember that Jay-Z line? I don't really fuck with R&B like that.
You gotta have one album. What, you just sit and be like, hey,
like
808s and Heartbreaks? Is that your R&B
There we
album?
go. I'll go with that. That works for me. I don't really listen. I mean, there's certain R&B songs I like and stuff like that, but I can't think of a whole album of R&B. Maybe be something like The Weeknd did, I guess, if that counts as R&B.
You know, Ian hates The Weeknd.
Oh, Ian hates a lot of stuff.
He does.
He does.
He's an old ass grumpy man.
Nigga does the movies. I remember I was watching the thing about a movie. He didn't know who Lando Cal was.
Dude.
I was like, one of the only black niggas in Star Wars.
Yo, funny enough, I just did a piece yesterday for the art show. I did John Bodega, and I did him as Finn from the new movies, but I made it say like FN 218 was my slave name.
Oh, okay.
Felt appropriate.
Yeah,
Black History Month. Get some.
Yeah.
I do think I am going to make a variant of the piece because I have him in like the Stormtrooper outfit, and I'm definitely going to make him like in a Gucci or Louis Vuitton Stormtrooper outfit. Yeah, don't worry about that, son. Coming soon. Get that NFT. Dude, so many people have tried to talk to me about NFTs and crypto. Are you into that stuff whatsoever?
I'm not. I'm trying to get into it just because, everybody seems to be making a little bit of change off that. So I got into like the basketball cards a little bit. Mm-hmm. That shit is still confusing to me, so I'm not really fucking with it too much, honestly.
You just got stacks of Pokemon cards sitting in the back. You're like, yo,
I wish
another 10 years,
I
man.
Wish. I was trying to find my old Pokemon cards, and I think my mama threw them away a long time ago.
See, that's the thing. I still got mine.
Oh,
and I haven't even looked at them yet. And I was like,
man, if you don't go through there, sir, you might have you sitting on some treasure.
Oh, I might be sitting on some heat.
I would have been.
I kept them in the little card book too.
See, you had to go get those. You gotta get those authenticated, or just sell them to one of those Paul brothers, because some niggas don't seem like they know too much.
Checking. They don't be checking the boxes.
Checking.
Was it $3.5 million?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah. I'm like, if I got ripped off for like $50, I'm hunting someone down.
He's man.
I'm turning into the Predator, and I'm not talking about Bill Cosby. I'm talking about the Alien movie. Yeah, I'm going after motherfucker like hell to the no.
Definitely, yeah.
But yeah. So I have no cryptocurrency whatsoever. Though I tried to get into it right when it started.
I feel like you would be like, because you've always been like a tech guy to me.
Nerd. Yeah, and it's the thing. It's like this is the thing. I don't have no more time.
Yeah,
I barely see my kids. I do this show about a bazillion hours a day, and then I turn around and now we're doing this art show, and then I'm back to DJing, and I'm like, That's the true thing of now I know I'm old, is that I'm like, I ain't got time to do the shit that's just work.
Yeah.
Let alone the free time stuff. Like I got the new PlayStation and Xbox PS. At some point we're going to raffle those off. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that.
Raffling those off?
Yeah, we're raffling them off for the show. We're supposed to do it with the merch. We're supposed to do it with all the stuff. Like and it's like, just so you know, anybody that did get the merch, there will be the raffle. You will still be entering in for it. But like, dude, we got like 10, 11 consoles.
Oh, snap.
Just sitting on ice.
All right, we'll need to get in that raffle.
I mean,
I need me an Xbox. I already got the PS5.
You already got the PS5? Yeah, we got the Xboxes.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I finally turned them on, my personal ones, after a year.
Oh, Jesus.
Like literally, it was like a year and a month, months and days. Like, and I finally turned it on, and I'm just like, I'm the guy that's like says I'm too old to play video games because I just
don't have time.
Just don't have time.
Yeah.
And I remember back in the day, like not even back in the day, like maybe like 2 years ago, I was like, oh yo, I got 1,000 hours on Destiny.
Oh yeah, no.
This year,
I still dabble in the games. I only play Grand Theft Auto, like online. I'm still.
See, I never played Grand Theft Auto online. Like I did the first mission, and I did it when it was like super buggy.
Okay.
So I never got to experience. I'm playing with my homies. We're all robbing this jewelry store. We gotta do the heist.
I play with Colton all the time. Like me and Colton play online.
I miss Colton.
Oh yeah, he misses you too. Colton just be chilling. He's full dad mode.
He's full dad mode.
Shout out that little Pop Tart, little Poppy Tong. Shout out to Ashley too,
dude.
So,
it's also weird because like all my homies have kids now, and I don't see none of them with their kids. Like I mean, like I don't see my homies with, like there's no like, oh, we're gonna do a play date. It's like, yeah, we're gonna do a play date. We ain't never doing no play date.
I don't have that situation yet.
I mean,
yeah, kid free.
Yeah, keep that pull out game strong.
36 coming on 36, kid free.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be one of them old ass dads. Like,
yo, dude, I feel because I had I had Frankie when let me say this correctly. I became in Frankie's life when I was 23. And they were 3, and then turn around now. I had my son at 30, and I'm just like, kind of feeling old.
Yeah.
I ain't so quick on the step. Threw out my back a couple of times. Realizing that I'm an old enough person that I'm like I've thrown out my back several times. Have you ever thrown out your back?
Oh yeah, that shit hurts,
dude.
That is not fun. That is not fun. And I'll be trying to act like I didn't, but. Yeah, and I did, and it's just like I'm just hurting, lifting boxes at work, and yeah,
it's no bueno. It's a whole lot of mess. But all right, so Dell, tell the people. I've sort of alluded to it, but like tell the people like who is Dell?
I guess cool black guy, cool black guy. Portland, Oregon. I was usually born in San Francisco, but moved up here when I was mad young with my mom's. Yeah, basically just that all around cool nigga. That's how I would describe myself.
I would also describe you as the gear plug.
I'm not the plug. No, I'm not no plug for nobody. Like,
I just mean in the sense of like you worked at all the shops. Like,
I'm still no plug. Like I don't want nobody biting my style or nothing like that. Don't ask me shit about clothes no more. I'm over that phase of my life. I keep everything to myself. Except for at the store. So you got to make money at the store. So if you really want to just like me, come shop at Unspoken.
Yo,
I'm saying.
I was gonna say I'm like, when's Dell's TikTok coming with the fit of the day? Like you were doing it on IG.
I was thinking about doing that TikTok, but then that's when I started feeling old. Like I don't know how to do any of that editing and shit like that. Like
you just got to get yourself a Jesus. Jesus, our boy that shout out to Jesus. Jesus. Oh wow, I can't say anything right now. Is like our social media manager, so he sits up here and puts all the stuff on the stories and everything else. So if you see a messed up caption, it's Jesus. And if you see something that maybe says something blackish, it's probably me, but still probably Jesus. But nah, like, dude, like you've always been. I feel like this is the way I would say it.
Okay,
you are the bounty hunter of getting dope gear.
Oh, the Boba Fett.
The Boba Fett. Not the dog, the bounty hunter.
No.
You're the Boba Fett.
Hopefully not dog.
Yo, like you had the Red Octobers.
I didn't have the Red Octobers. I did not. I remember that.
I swear to God, you had
I got some dunks that look like Red October. I remember that release specifically. Oh man, I was up. I knew they were coming out, and then I obviously didn't get them, but. It was a couple of days after. I just kind of forgot about it. Remember, we used to always go to Produce Row on Tuesdays? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the homie AEG was working on that project at the time, and I just remember walking in and seeing her, and she was like, "Hey, Dell, sorry you didn't get the Red Octobers. Totally forgot." And she said that to me, and it just tore up my world again right there. I was just like, "What the fuck?" I was so pissed off.
You just went on a bender that night?
I was just like Hennessy shots, Jameson shots. Let's just go. I was so mad about that.
Dude,
I would have wore the shit out of those too.
Yeah. What would you say in your collection is like your number one sneaker? Like the.
I mean.
All right, I won't be that much of it.
My favorite sneaker that I own would probably be my Dunkles, my Dunkel SBs.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like those, and then of course my Yeezys. Like I got Yeezy 1s and Yeezy 2s, so those would be Jordan 1s. It's like all my babies, man.
All right, so you have the Yeezys. Do you have any of the Nike Kanye releases?
No, I have all not all of them, but I have Nike Kanye releases. I don't have any more Adidas ones.
Okay.
I had the Adidas ones when they first started coming out. I had 350s and all that shit. Then it just starts being weird because I'm like, when I really got into sneakers, it was just like I wanted to have shit that no one else had, obviously.
Yeah.
But then it got to a point where, all right, everybody's gonna kind of have sneakers now because it's popular. But when I started seeing like little kids walking in with Yeezys and old women in Yeezys, I'm just like, oh no, I can't. Dude, I can't be walking around like no little old white mom. Like
I feel like Kanye at this point, damn near, and you tell me your opinion on this. Yo, Kanye at this point needs to like do like SB did and do 6.0. Like, here's your mom, here's your mall brand. You can actually go and get these Kanye West shoes, and then here's the Dunks where you can only get these at boutiques.
Yeah, I feel like he kind of does that right now. Because he splits up those Yeezys in different, because they come out in all different kinds of colors, and like, so some of them will be reflective, some of them won't. The non-reflective ones aren't as are more common than the reflective ones. So I feel like he kind of tears them off a little bit, but he always said that if anybody wants Yeezys, everybody's gonna be able to get Yeezys. He did those Calabasas shoes that were hella cheap for a second, so I don't know. I just can't get down with it anymore.
I really want him to make a pair of shoes and call them the old Kanye.
He'd have to go with Nike with that one, the old Kanye.
Maybe he would legit make a pair of cowboy boots and call them the old Yeezys.
He might. He's been on those weird ass Red Wing boots too right now. Those things that look like big ass fishing boots. Like, yo, that's like, you about to walk in a bunch of water or something, nigga? Like, those boots are ugly. And they all tucked in and
Yo, so are you excited for the Donda release? Donda 2?
I mean, I'm supposed so. It's cool, I guess.
I'm just like, man, like I'm like, have we ever gotten a Kanye release?
When he says
two albums within the span of 1 year.
I don't think so. He always caps. Like, he's a big capper when it comes to the albums because he was supposed to do what? He had the whole like my good ass job and all that shit. Remember from back in the day? Those never dropped. He was supposed to do that Turbo one that was supposed to be video game inspired. It was like Turbo Graph or something. He was supposed to do that. He was supposed to do Yandi? Just like, and then it had the one Legion version that leaked with all the songs on there. So it's just like he'd be capping with the album. So I'm surprised. I won't be surprised if Donda 2 don't even come out.
He's like, hey yo, we gonna push February back a day just so I can sit up here and say it still came on 2/2/22. we just gonna do some mathematics.
Yeah, it probably sounded good at the time, and he was just like, yo, I'm gonna drop down the 2 on 2/2/22. It's like, all right, we'll see.
You ain't got nothing.
We'll
done,
see,
bro. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into the first segment of the day, which is kind of now disappointing now knowing that you're not a big R&B fan. Excuse me. Are you a big documentary fan?
I like docs.
All right. So Janet Jackson does takeaways from her life. Huh? Yeah. Thank you. The most interesting takeaways from the life and time and A&E Janet Jackson documentary. All right, let's peep this trailer real quick.
Why did you want to do this documentary?
It's just something that needs to be done.
All right. First off, before we get into anything, why does Janet Jackson still look so good? Like, all right?
Black don't crack, nigga. That's why.
I know. But all right, they've been doing those TikTok memes of being like 80s and 70s babies. There was something different in the water or something like that. They still look good. You haven't seen that?
I haven't seen that. No.
All right, it's all on my TikTok. It must be because it's like, nigga, we know you old. But yeah, it always comes up. And this, just looking at Janet Jackson right now, I'm like,
didn't she have a bunch of plastic surgery done back in the day though too?
that plastic surgery holding up real well.
It is, because some people be getting plastic surgery and that shit, they end up looking like Skeletor and shit. Like,
Who is Janet Jackson?
Oh, Janet Jackson's many women.
She's an empowered woman. She's a legend.
She's a blueprint.
She is a warrior, the greatest show woman.
She's literally done it all. She is a lot of the image that is out today. Janet is very private.
For her to want to open up, I'm flabbergasted.
Yo, secondly, everyone knows that Q-Tip and Janet Jackson got together back in the day. I just want to throw that out there because
I didn't know that. I mean, I never really looked into it.
Yo, Nicole Kidman, Q-Tip,
Nicole Kidman, like in the height, like oh,
Tom Cruise slipped up and he picked it up.
That's all right.
Yeah,
my nigga Tip.
Yeah, he also got with was it Melissa Ford?
Oh, the Vixen. Oh yeah.
She just did an interview. She's actually the one that dropped the dime on him getting with Nicole Kidman. He's like, yo, all the Hollywood, like you name it, he got it. And I'm like, Q-Tip definitely got with Janet Jackson.
I mean, I can see that now. Yes, Nicole Kidman. That's mad random.
Yeah.
This is where it started. Your father had a vision to get us out of Gary.
He gave up his fatherhood to get them in the business.
The Jackson 5.
There were times when I just didn't understand where I actually fit in.
This is a story about control.
My father was very strict.
Mind control.
He was in charge of my life, my career. My father said, you're gonna sing.
I want to be the one in control. I think I have to start being independent.
The most important thing was for her to take that stage and own it.
Now I know I've got to take it.
All right. Yeah. All I gotta say is I want to see what their I got it. I want to see what their takeaways from this are because did you have a crush on Janet Jackson when you were a kid?
Of course I did.
All right. I didn't initially have a crush on Janet Jackson because I just didn't know who she was. I was like too young when Rhythm Nation still was coming out. I like had a crush on like the Yellow Power Ranger. Like that was just like, yo, that's you telling me she could fight and she's pretty? Yo, let's go. But no, my cousin had the Janet Jackson tape. I remember he got it for Christmas, and we were like, he was like talking about like, oh, what kind of girls you like, or da 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 da. And I was like, I don't know. He's like, Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson is the most amazing woman. Da, 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 da. I was just like, all right. And then like later on, I was like, oh yeah. You was right.
Yeah, she is banging.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm guessing that it looks like here. All right, so Justin and Janet relationship goes back to the Velvet Rope tour long before Michael took Justin under his wing. It was Janet who gave his group NSYNC a chance to open up on her critically acclaimed tour. From there, the two developed a personal friendship that led to Janet including him in his Super Bowl halftime performance.
Yeah, we all remember that.
Yeah, she got a fine and a half, and you know what?
He didn't get nothing.
Hey, Marcy, you can just close your ears for a second. That's when I think the world realized that black women got freaky. They were just like, what was the thing?
It was like that weird heart-shaped ring. Yeah,
it was just like,
it was weird.
What? It was like, what the?
He did her wrong though. He did not like fuck with her after that, and just was like act like it was all her fault. I don't know. I didn't fuck with Justin Timberlake for a long time. I thought like, yo, you did Janet Jackson dirty, my guy.
Yo, this is the thing that got it for me was that I was like, yo, Justin, you are the white kid that was invited to the cookout. Mm-hmm. There was a fight that happened in the cookout, and you ran.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely ran with a couple glizzies too. A couple of glizzies in your mouth.
I'm just like. Yo, how you gonna leave one of the top entertainers of all time, hands down, like Rhythm Nation?
Oh, yeah.
Like Rhythm Nation is just a thing you can't touch. But then on top of that, the pinnacle of black entertainment women, like she's like one or two, like I don't know. But yeah, and you just left her out there in the cold.
By herself.
Yeah. That, I don't know. I think that's wrong. But anyway.
Didn't he apologize recently or something like that. I felt like he apologized recently, and
I think he
like kind of cleared the air.
Yeah, but because it was a thing that was like it was like reported that it was staged.
Yeah,
like and they said it was an accident. It was a wardrobe malfunction, and then it was like, no, we all planned this, and I think it became too much of a spectacle for like white America.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, someone's got to get, hung for this. And it's like, well, we do have a black person a part of this situation.
Yep.
Get the rope, Bobby. All right, you can flip back the screen. All right, so yeah.
I'm excited about that documentary though. I was talking about it with my mom, and like, yeah, she's hyped about that too. That shit's gonna be. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like an emotional roller coaster almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Janet's just one of those amazing artists. All right, so next up, India.Arie announces that she's removing her music from Spotify because of Joe Rogan.
I saw that he was saying some racist shit. I guess. I don't
know. He wasn't saying racist shit.
Well, did they look back and said that? I saw something. They saw that they went back and he's like said the N-word. I don't know. I don't really follow Joe Rogan or his podcast, but I know he's like the anti-vaccine and whatever. And
so that's what they got him for.
Yeah.
So, Joe Rogan has like these guests on his show, and I want to say the story right, so like the audience has got it, and so like people can like truly understand what's going on. So Joe Rogan brings on experts, and the experts within the field, some are really notable for doing it, like what's the astrophysics? The brother. You know what I'm talking about, Marcy?
Neil deGrasse.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. He'll bring on Neil deGrasse Tyson, but then he'll bring in some like real small level dude. Well, not small level. He's still got papers in the scientific journals and stuff like that, but just isn't as notable.
Yeah.
And some people that have some like out there theories, but they have like books about it and have like facts to back it up. So he brings on people like that within stuff with COVID. And so the thing that happened with the stuff with COVID is that Joe Rogan would be on the cutting edge or the bleeding edge of information that was released. Okay. And so it would be the thing that he's like, the CNN went back and forth with the mask saying, hey, you need to wear a mask. Oh, you don't need to wear a mask. All right, cotton masks don't work. Yeah. All right, you can wear cotton masks. You can wear N95s. And Joe Rogan's like, hey, there's proof that taking vitamin D supplements and everything else helps with preventing COVID and helps with like your immune system while dealing with COVID. Yeah. And people would just be like, how dare you? And I'm just like, hey, like, just tell them you take some supplements. It's not the end of the world. What is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's the video. It's the video for the countdown.
Now the video still has like it's paused. I just pulled it up. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know what's blinking.
It was the video for the
countdown. It sounds like the countdown.
But yeah, so it's the he did that. He had a couple of doctors come on that were just basically like, hey, there's this new drug. What was that drug called, Marcy? It's like hefamizin.
It's like the horse.
It's a horse dewormer.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It isn't directly the horse dewormer. This is a different version that's made for humans, but it's also used within this horse dewormer. And then people are like, hey, you're telling people to take a horse dewormer. You're super wrong, da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, actually, no, this is a thing for humans, blah, 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 blah. And he's actually possibly going to sue CNN. So all that stuff aside, all those stories to be said, people just literally take him as being the alt-right, crazy conspiracy theory person. He's like, I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. Like, I believe in aliens and shit. Yeah. But really, all I'm saying is there's some alternative medicines that you can also take while taking the vaccine or not taking the vaccine or whatever else. So the whole world goes after him. So then this Willie Nelson actually was the first one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Willie Nelson pulled all of his music saying like, hey, take this off of Spotify or I'm going to take my music off of Spotify. Now India.Arie is doing the same thing. I am going to say this. Who the fuck is listening to India.Arie right now? who is like, oh my God, they took India.Arie off of Spotify. I only know she has
that one song about I Am Not My Hair. That's the only song I've ever known by India.Arie. I didn't even know that was her.
Yeah, because she's got so much damn hair. Yeah. No, if it was Drake saying this, I feel the impact. If it was Ye saying this, I feel the impact. If it was Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj,
somebody's mad.
Beyonce,
somebody's like, they're taking away my India RE. No,
yeah,
somebody is.
And Beyonce would even make more sense because she'd be like, niggas, just go listen to Tidal. We don't play Joe Rogan over here. Like, I'm just like, it's kind of weird to me, some of the artists that are coming up, and I'm just like, are you doing this because you're gonna drop an album in like the next 2 weeks? Because
maybe.
So they actually came up with this theory. There's a hedge fund that owns all of Willie Nelson's music. Okay. It's not Willie Nelson. Who is it?
Is it Neil Diamond? I don't know.
I don't know. It's one of those old white people that make old white people music. I don't listen to that shit. I actually listen to a little bit of Willie Nelson, but I ain't listen. Yeah. Anyways, what it comes back to is like, yo, get someone actually important that's actually currently relevant or not, because if not, I'm a roast them. Yeah. But to finish up what I was trying to say, a hedge fund owns the dude's music. That same hedge fund has a significant portions of stock in Amazon Prime and their music service. Okay. So they're starting.
They have a music service too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they're starting to connect the dots and be like, hey, we're gonna give 4 months free of Amazon Prime Music if you switch over right now, which then leads like, perfect timing within this. And they're like, maybe it's not a conspiracy that there's a bunch of people sitting in the same room coming up with this idea to do this to then get these members, but maybe there's like just a couple of dudes being like, hey, yo, let old Funky White go ahead and do this, and we'll just sit up here and get a little bit more subscribers on this. So let's just get it on the back end, get some press. Yeah. People buy maybe CDs. Let's put another best of out.
Who's really buying? Are the people still buying? I guess my mom buys CDs still. But
if it's
I don't see nobody buying CDs.
That's why they're saying that vinyl sales are so up right now. Yeah, because people rather collect and hang the thing on your wall. Like, yo, CDs are always horrible because you either had to have that ugly ass looking book that you carried everywhere.
Yeah. That big,
that big ass book, or
you were the man though if you had all the CDs though.
Yeah, like, but then someone always gonna steal your CDs.
That is true.
You just like, yo, where is my Outkast? AC Aliens is right. It's supposed to be right here.
Is this the books that's sitting there?
Yeah, dude. I remember one of the first DJ parties I ever did. I didn't have enough music, at least enough danceable music, and my homie's just like, yo, man.
The artist, by the way, is Neil Young.
Neil Young. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Willie Nelson, Neil Young. All right, we got the Neils out of the way for the show today. But yeah, basically, my homie had to go to my car and go get my CD book, and I'm like, all right. I was still an underground kid, so I got Talib Kweli. I can play Get By. That's it. I luckily had a Missy Elliott CD in there, so I was able to, get at least 3-4 songs out of that one, but. Yeah, man, the CD game, and it was horrible because I had to use homie's CD player, patch it into the back of the DJ mixer to sit up here playing it, but it was still the anti-skip days, so it only had like a minute and a half of anti-skip, and it's sitting up here on the speaker, and I'm just like, damn, man.
Humble beginnings.
Yeah, real humble.
Humble beginnings.
Thank you, Serato. All right, so the next story. Let me get to the next story, Marcy.
All right.
Okay.
But one of the reasons when I was looking up the country artist, one of the things that I think Washington Post said was one of the reasons why he's getting flack is because he also interviewed one of the members of the Proud Boys, and so they said some stuff about kids questioning their gender being a contagion, and on his show, and so they're a little bit like, ugh.
See, all right, I never want to see that stuff. But I do realize we have to have a modern day Jerry Springer. We have to have a place that we can see these people look like idiots, right?
That's why Steve Harvey has a court show now.
Oh my!
How does
is this real?
Yeah, Steve Harvey has a. Let
me look it up.
It's like Steve Harvey's court, but he's like I'm not a judge, but
have you guys ever seen Steve Harvey's social media?
Yeah, Steve Harvey is one of the worst dressed dudes I've ever seen in my life.
No, and my favorite thing is he's always posted up, and he's always got some caption calling himself Granddaddy or something weird.
Granddaddy.
Yeah, he's posted up there wearing all emerald green.
No, terrible. Everybody's
how? Hold on.
I see the commercial for it all the time. I'm just like, oh, they gave this nigga a judge show?
Yo, all right. Bring up my screen, Marcy, real quick. I can't believe this. Yo,
I'm surprised you didn't
they
know
got
this.
him dropping the gavel. Like,
Judge Steve Harvey. He ain't even the judge. It should
You're
just
not
call.
a judge.
It should just call Steve Harvey.
all right, this is the thing. This is what I don't get. This man, and I'm not all right. This isn't even alleged. This is just my guesstimation. Steve Harvey is gotta be low key old man R. Kelly. Like Steve Harvey seemed, and I know I'm right. I have no proof. I have no shred of evidence. I ain't got a damn thing. All I gotta say is I got a feeling. Like your auntie got a feeling about somebody. You shouldn't hang out with those kids, baby. They ain't no good for you. They gonna be
Steve Harvey's on some Kel shit.
Steve Harvey is got some bodies somewhere. I don't know what those bodies may be comprised of, but there's bodies somewhere. There's skeletons in that man's closet. Because no one's got a smile like that and a mustache that damn thick. You know all those years he was wearing a toupee?
He was. I thought he got the surgery so his lineup always was clean. He got the laser.
He was the first black man to get the balayage or whatever it's called.
When they be doing all that,
all the black paint. He was the first one to get it. And he got it in a flat top.
Oh yeah, Steve Harvey is kind of
Yo, dude, just look. All right, look at this.
That's
picture
the picture
alone.
I saw. Look at
whose teeth are that white?
The Hamburglar.
That's the next role he should do. He should be the Hamburglar from McDonald's. And not to be saying that black men are thieves because black men don't steal and black men don't cheat. But this brother right here
looks like a Hamburglar.
I'm so over this man.
Yeah.
I have not liked him.
He's trying to Hannibal Buress Steve Harvey.
You know what? Yes. Steve Harvey is the worst. Steve Harvey is worse than Mud Deer for black people.
I guess so.
You know what I'm talking about? Tyler Perry?
Oh, I don't pay attention to him.
Yeah,
we should. I mean, I have a lot of more respect for Tyler Perry than Steve Harvey, just because he's Tyler Perry. Like the Medea shit though.
If his wigs were better, I might say that.
No, all right. So he tries to do
wings?
the black version of Mrs. Doubtfire, but he sits up here and make black women look weak, and I'm tired of it. Every movie he has is the same.
I'm saying his wig game and like all of his movies are. It's horrible.
I thought she said wings. I was about to say, this nigga got some wings? He said wings.
He's like, Tyler Perry has bought out Wingstop and Popeyes and created a new...
something.
Yeah, delicious chicken. Get it in Atlanta.
At his compound.
Oh, yeah. That's also a thing, man. You got a compound.
Yeah.
And this is also a thing I believe. There's only a certain amount of level success that you can get until you can no longer have regular sex.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like
you gotta have weird. And I still keep like S&M type, whatever things as regular sex. Like I'm saying, you gotta be like, hey, I gotta put on this horse mask. I gotta put on my hooves.
You know who I always thought about that? It was weird. Birdman. Birdman was always like rich and stuff. Man, he was kissing your favorite rapper in the mouth and all that shit. Like I feel like Birdman's been on some weird shit for a long time.
This is my thing. If you're a grown ass man, no one besides your significant other should call you daddy.
I don't even want to like being called daddy. That's kind of weird.
Hey, you know what? I was in the 90s. You were in the 90s. Puff Daddy was a thing. And when he had that song and it was making the girl speak in Spanish and she was calling him Papi.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted as a young man. That's all I wanted. I was like, I just want someone to love me and call me Papi. But no, you having anyone that is not in a consensual sexual relationship with you calling you daddy is weird.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Bart. If you ever call me daddy again, you're getting these ones. All right, bro? Daddy, zaddy, anything like that, Papi Chulo, I don't give up. You gonna get these ones.
And stop calling me your nephew, nigga. I'm not your fucking nephew. You might know my but you still cool though. You cool.
You cool.
You cool, but
don't call
I ain't your nephew, nigga.
You're cool. Stop it.
You cool. Stop it. All right. Let me. All right, actually, I want to. Let me see if we can pull up a clip on YouTube with this nigga. Jesus Christ, I can't believe this shit.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I've reached a verdict.
It's already funny. All right. Do you see all the aunties and uncles in this audience? Not one of these people's got kids. All these black people, aunties and uncles. They look like it.
Here's my verdict. You are responsible for being in the kitchen from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Now, I rule for the plaintiff for $10,000.
What is this even about?
You have to pay your parents $1,000 a month until it's paid off, unless you have the $10,000 available. Do you have any money saved?
Probably about like.
Tell me the truth.
44.
44 what?
K.
You got 44,000 saved. Man, get your ass out of here.
The only thing I'll give him credit for right there is he's just like, white people. He's like, your kid's got 44,000. Also, why does your kid look like a grown ass man that's having a sexual relationship with his mom right there? The way that she like looked over, she's like, I'll see you tonight, Timmy.
Oh my God.
I am the worst. Anyways, yes.
I'm gonna pop it in full screen.
Also, that dude's face is the reason why men are not allowed to babysit little kids. Marcy, tell me that I'm wrong.
You're wrong. No.
Listen,
look at his face, though.
I retract my statement of.
Hold on.
Did he pull?
I want to know what this kid did to owe his parents $10K.
Yeah, he don't look like he need to be around no little kid. No.
I retract my statement of $1,000. You owe your parents $10,000, payable immediately. You 19 got 40.
Yo, Steve Harvey, like, you got 44,000. That's going to Cabo money. How you going?
$1,000.
Oh, I would have lied. You ain't a real judge, nigga. You are not a real judge. I would have lied. I got like $1,000 in my account.
You done a great job with your kid. You're a smart kid, man. That's my verdict. I rule for the plaintiff, $10,000.
How you gonna sit up here and say that he's a smart kid, but somehow award his parents $1,000 or $10,000, and at the same time
compliment him? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, you got a smart kid. You get some good parents. You owe them $10,000. Like, no, those things don't add up, Steve. I'm sorry. That's why you ain't on Family Feud anymore. Yeah. I need. Oh God.
Fucking
yeah, he's been on every show. Hold on. Let's see.
I had a drink beforehand.
Cut his penis off.
Ooh.
This is insane. You know what's up? Uranus. I'm not gay. This is.
Oh my God.
It's only funny because it's Jerry Springer.
Yeah. He looks dead serious too.
Jerry Springer has outed more people than probably TikTok and Instagram combined.
That show used to be fucking wild, dog.
Dude, that show
was so great.
That show was horrible.
I love that show. That shit used to.
Remember when they made the Jerry Springer movie? And I was just like, why? You made a whole episode to Jerry Springer that was supposedly real, and you made a fake movie that was basically an episode of Jerry Springer.
It was popular at the time, man. He was just beating the dead horse.
Anyways, all right, let me get my screen back. I'm tired of looking at whatever this future convicted felon.
Steve Harvey, we know you done some foul shit,
we
nigga.
Know you done something foul.
You foul son of a bitch.
Hey, Marcy, do you think I'm right? You want to put some cash on this?
I mean, I don't think that he's a great dude just because, like, hearing him talk about his past.
I'll put up a snickerdoodle right now. Whole snickerdoodle. I guarantee. And
he's going for the big bets.
I'm saying in 10 years, there's gonna be a case about Steve. There's gonna be.
You got it on your 2022 bingo card.
Yo, on my 2032 bingo card. Steve Harvey getting caught doing something.
What do you guys, if you guys had to put events like on a bingo card for 2022, what do you think is gonna happen?
See, I can't do this because I'm always right. And I mean this in no joking matter. Like I predict shit like Miss Cleo, but I am the real version.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be real. I can't think of any. Hopefully, like the world don't end or some shit like that. It seems like it's going down that way.
I always like look at movies that are coming out, and I'm like, what kind of movies are coming out right now? In 10 years, that is going to be a thing. And yo, a lot of stuff in the Matrix is happening right now.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm kind of pissed off at myself too.
The new Matrix or the old ones?
I mean, the old ones I've always watched, but I haven't seen the new one. I heard. I don't want to hear anybody's opinion on it. I don't give a fuck about other people's opinion. I know it's gonna be bad, but I'm watching it for the action and shit like that. I don't give a fuck about no plot.
My dad's a huge Matrix fan, and he said it wasn't as bad as he thought.
See, and I like that kind of answer. That answer,
it's not as bad as you would think. It just feels different.
Okay,
that's the only thing I'll say.
Okay,
it just like that. Yeah. It feels different. All right.
Yeah. Oh, I have just one thing to say about that though too.
What?
Like I wanted to see it in theaters, and I just procrastinated on seeing it, so I didn't get to watch it on HBO. You know how much them niggas is charging to rent that movie? $24.99. I looked on all streaming platforms. It's $24.99, and there's $29 to buy it.
Hey man,
I fucked up.
They get you, if they don't get you one way, they get you another.
So I'm not seeing it until I guess it comes back on TV for free.
All right. So next up, have you watched any of the verses?
I watched a few.
Marcy, you going too quick with putting them up. I can't even allude to what the thing is. You just sitting up here sneaking it on them. Jeez.
I mean,
she's too good at her job. She's predicting what I'm saying, and she just brings it up as I'm saying it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be watching this one.
I'm trying to get the lean because I jokingly say Marcy is Mr. Wilson from Home Improvement. Yeah. I can't see Marcy whatsoever. So I'm just like, hey.
Oh, that's funny.
But no. So yeah, Anthony Hamilton and Music Soul Child.
I can name one Anthony Hamilton song that "Coming from where I'm from," whatever that shit was. That was a cool song. But Music Soul Child, the Friend song, I guess. I don't know, nigga.
I'm not.
Yeah, that song. Yeah.
See, all right. So that's the funny thing. We're talking about the R&B thing. That's my Music Soul Child's mine.
Okay,
the album Just Listen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I literally at one point like played it so much. It was my. Am I about to bust another person into breaking into a car right now?
That nigga's just crazy. I be seeing him all the time. He be saying weird shit.
Did you see what happened to Cyrus on his story?
No.
Someone smashed his car window, and he also then on his picture, I was like, "Oh dang, that sucks." I go to the next part of the story, and he got a parking ticket too.
Oh my God, no sympathy.
Yo, if you have a smashed out window, you should not. No matter, that should just be parking free until you get this fixed. It's like, I know you're on hard times. I'm not going to.
Those parking meter mates have no heart. Like, Jesus Christ.
You know
what?
No,
I had my license plate on my desk. I haven't put it on my car yet. And I still got a parking ticket for not having a license plate when they could read it.
Evil.
And I was like, damn.
Evil.
Do you just want me to get a screwdriver and do it for you?
No, I can. I'm just being lazy as hell, I'm gonna be honest. I need to get around and do it. But I literally was just like,
I'm like, I'm the big brother that you already actually have.
No, I'm the oldest. I only got like 2 little brothers that are mean to me and 2 little sisters.
I don't know why I feel like you had an older brother and an older sister.
Nope. They look older than me.
Okay.
I'm short as hell.
So when you 45, you gonna look like a rich 23?
That's the plan.
That's the plan. I like how she just threw out the peace sign. She's gonna leave it there, but she's like, "Oh, we're on the radio. That's right. I actually got to say something." We gonna get Marcy a camera. It's gonna be the lowest quality. You're not gonna be able to see her, and it's still gonna block off half her face. But at least you'll be able to see what I see.
It's just the fro shot.
Yo, that literally it'd be
the name of the camera. Yeah, there you go.
All right, all right. Can you? Yeah. So Anthony Hamilton, Music Soul Child, hosting a versus Valentine's Day battle. Since you love R&B so much, who would you rather see than Anthony Hamilton?
For Valentine's Day,
I got you.
Who?
I got you. You ready for it?
Yeah, let me hear it.
T-Pain.
Usher.
No. All right. The only reason it'd be really.
But didn't T-Pain already do a versus though?
I don't care. I want T-Pain and then a second. Either I would say I would love to see T-Pain and LL Cool J. I just feel like it'd be a lot of fun. I feel like it'd be a lot of licking of lips.
Yeah.
In there. But if not LL, I would say I would want to see T-Pain and either Omarion, any of the dancing niggas, like T-Pain and Chris Brown, but only if it was celebrity death match, so then I could watch T-Pain beat
Marcus
the shit out of
Houston.
Chris Brown.
Marcus Houston was that dude thing for the dude from Immature?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what about him?
Do it, touch, I wanna move. Yeah. So yeah, I would do that. Maybe a little Bow Wow, you know.
Bow Wow.
Yeah. Any of that. I would take any of those, but really, I just love T-Pain.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at T-Pain. I guess if we would say R&B, I guess T-Pain would be like my R&B, or I would go like Pharrell, but I just Pharrell as like music. So
that NERD album, I need another NERD album.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which,
I know.
All right, here I'm gonna switch it over, okay? All right, so next up we got all right. So since we are, I was a part of the fix and you were a fixture. We're gonna do this next story. A Tribe Called Quest, Eminem nominated for Rock and Roll's Hall of Fame, which I think is super dope.
Yeah.
They get their roses. Shout out to the funkiest diabetic ever to exist, the main man Phife Dawg. So they're getting entered into the Hall of Fame. Also, Lionel Richie, which I'm like, y'all ain't put Lionel Richie in yet?
Yeah.
Like, why is that and you know what the thing is for me with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, make another category that, you know, black people can just have and dominate.
Yeah.
Because it's the thing that's like, oh, guess what? We're nominating these black people this year. It's like, those people should have been in.
Yeah,
those people should have been in long before.
I thought Tribe Called Quest was already in. I don't keep up with.
No, I don't either. But I'm like, there's certain people that I'm like,
and then Lionel Richie too. Like that's kind of like
Donnie Womack. I'm like, what? Fela Kuti? Like those are like those should have been in decades ago. Yeah. Like why is this? I understand Eminem and Tribe Called Quest are kind of like in the music history more newer than these other ones, but I'm like, yo, yeah, Tribe Called Quest is a timeless group that is a rapper's favorite rapper. Yes, they should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. But,
definitely.
Last year's inductees, and this is the thing that I want to just highlight for you. What's that name? Right there, bruh.
Ladies love Cool J.
Ladies love Cool J. Have you heard the argument of him being the GOAT?
That's what he used to call himself. I
mean,
mean, I won't say he's the GOAT. Like, LL Cool J's cool. He fell off for a little bit though too. Like he had.
What are you talking about? Something like a phenomenon.
Oh my gosh, the song.
Something like a
phenomenon. What was the other one? The shark one. Shark is.
My head is like a shark's fin. Yeah. Deepest, bluest. My head is like a shark's fin. Yeah.
The only good song that's a really bad song that I like from him is from the what's that soundtrack? Any Given Sunday. I Shut Them Down. That song is. I love that song.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
He rhymes like super fast. It's a terrible song, but sometimes you like terrible songs.
Is it like the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson song that everyone's singing out right now?
Oh my God, The Rock, my nigga needs to chill with the rapping.
Yo, I'm just like, you're saying John Cena out-rapped you?
Yeah.
You were in the Nation of Domination. You were in the Black Panthers of the WWF.
That was a good time in that WWF too, or WWE, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. My favorite thing in the world is when somebody calls me while I'm on the show, because they should know, especially when they're my close friends, because all my close friends call me. Hey, Eddie, you're on your morning drip. What's up?
Oh, what up, dog? What's going on?
I just told you, I'm recording the radio show, which you know.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Hey, am I live or what?
You're live. Yeah, you're live.
Put the mic closer.
All the foul stuff I'd said. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay, so who's on the show?
Dell.
It's just you and me? Or
No, it's Dell.
Oh, what? Yo, what's up, dog?
None? Chilling?
I'm sitting here drinking a cup of non-dead stock coffee.
No.
Oh, yep. Bye. We only support the blacks, especially in the month of February. He called me back.
He probably realized what he did after when he hung right back up. Just like, oh.
He was like, hello.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So yeah. Last year, Jay-Z, Tina Turner, which Tina Turner is also another one. I'm like,
yeah. I watched her documentary. That shit was crazy.
Yo, with Ike?
Yeah.
You better eat this cake.
Yeah, Ike was a different type of nigga.
Yeah, he was, dude. He made Little Debbie into a lethal weapon. Like, yo, no.
Yeah.
No. Yo, I couldn't believe some of the stuff that, like, within these documentaries that you never knew.
Oh, yeah.
And then that come out and you're just like, he did what?
Yeah, that nigga was wild.
Like, even the one with Selena is like, her maid did what? I've been listening to this music for years. I didn't know this story. Yeah, yo, the craziest one for me is, why am I going to forget their names? Zapp and Roger.
Okay.
Zapp and Roger, the dude that did the singing for California Love.
Yep.
All right, the autotune. His brother killed him.
Oh, I didn't know that. Jesus.
So they were in a group together, Zapp and Roger, and then Zapp left and made his own thing. Started auto-tune, became big. Everybody was using him because he was doing the talk box stuff. And then within that, like, his brother like met up with them. They tried to talk and hash stuff out. It didn't go well, and his brother killed him.
Jesus, I never knew that.
Yeah, like murder suicide.
Ooh.
Yeah, real gruesome. Anyways, next up, you got me on the screen, Mars. All right, let me bring this up. All right, I'm only doing this, Dell, because I know as another black man, you will understand the pain of this. Put up a post about Rihanna and thousands of interactions. Put up a post about HBCUs getting bomb threats, and no one sees it.
Yeah, that's wild.
One, once again, congratulations to Rihanna. Two, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, Black History Month, and it's just wild. Like, I saw a couple of people post about it. That's the only reason I know about it. But it's just
you go ahead and take it down.
That shit.
Yeah. It got to me on multiple fronts. One, hey, this is Black History Month. This should be like, front page news that these HBCUs are getting bomb threats, getting like, hey, we're gonna come in.
And for what fucking reason? Just because we're black? Like, it's just it's still. I mean, I guess it's still going on. We all know that, but it's just like they're just trying to get an education, and have fucking fun.
So, starting off Black History Month series with a brief history of HBCUs and why we were created. All right, so if you didn't know, and I just want to get in this real quick, because Black History Month, we got to educate these white people, because then we get Juneteenth and get another federal holiday.
Yep.
I'm trying to get that time and a half. Dead Sock, I think, is the only black people that actually got off Juneteenth.
Yeah. I'm taking that shit off this time, yeah.
Dude, I'm not. I'm like, give me time and a half. I'm like, hey, yo, you want me to do something? Pay me time and a half. I want my monies. Because you know what? We worked for free for too long and then got paid shit for too long. Give me my money. So yesterday, the first day of Black History Month, were more than 12 HBCU campuses. It's just black colleges were targeted with bomb threats. It was a dark reminder that while we've made advancements in this country, there is still so much to be done. Also, I love this. So the name of my art show is More Than February, and it's literally about like, hey, all our history and celebration and a notoriety about us happens in 1 month, the shortest month too, shortest month of the year, and it's like, y'all fucked up.
Yeah.
So HBCU stands for Historical Black Colleges and Universities. They are higher education institutes for us. During the segregation, Jim Crow, black Americans were blocked from attending colleges or universities, especially in the southern states. HBCUs were created to provide safe and equitable access to higher education for black Americans. Sorry, I am dyslexic and I read in front of you motherfuckers every fucking day. So
I got you, Roman.
She had to save for it. Yeah, she saved you real quick.
By every strong black man, there's an even stronger black woman. All right, so there you go.
I would have fucked that word up too. I was looking at it.
I was like,
well, the font makes it hard to read.
Equitable?
That's what I was gonna say. Equitable.
Sitting over here reading like what is that box?
Mayweather.
Money
Mayweather.
Got the Porky Pig auto read on. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna do that one for today because we got too many other stories to go into. But yeah, so I think it's crazy.
It is crazy. 12 campuses too. That's fucked up, man. Just like leave us alone, whites.
For real. You can switch it back to the other screen. I'm not.
Well, that's the thing that bugs me the most is that we got people saying like, well, why do you guys have black colleges? Like, because you wouldn't let us go to other colleges, and then you go and threaten them on Black History Month, and then say we don't need a Black History Month. Like, that's why we have entire time dedicated to it, because you guys are literally attacking the schools when it happens. That proves that there's still issues.
Marcy, why don't we get a White History Month? Why don't we get to celebrate our great history? We have multiple countries of white people.
Isn't that why they had Thanksgiving for a minute?
That's why they have Columbus Day.
Yeah,
that's why they have President's Day.
Yeah.
You remember when President's Day was like actually like people went out and celebrated? Then we got a black president. We didn't really celebrate that no more.
Only good thing about President's Day was no school.
Dude.
That was the only good thing about President's Day.
The
bank is closed on President's Day. Fuck that.
And the funny thing is every time that there's an ethnic holiday, it just becomes a drinking holiday. Whereas white holidays in general become like barbecue, spend time with your family, whatever else. It's like, hey, it's Cinco de Mayo, go get drunk.
Cinco de Drinko.
Yeah, it's like, and even more so, they're like, they're starting to celebrate more Asian Heritage Month and different things like that. And they start to try to make those into it too. And I'm just like, hey, just because there's people of color celebrating people of color don't mean your white ass needs to get drunk. In fact, maybe that should be your national sober days for the month, white people, is every time that there's a holiday for people of color. You don't get drunk and then go out and say some fucked up shit.
Yeah, you should just stay sober and educate yourself.
From now on, people of color holidays are sit down and shut up white people days.
I second that. I'm done with that.
And don't get it wrong. I'm not being racist. I'm not sitting up here saying that white people haven't done great things for humanity as a whole. I'm just saying you've done way more fucked up things.
Yeah, you whites suck sometimes, but it's okay.
Dude, and that so one of the things, once again, to bring up the art show's happening tomorrow. I'm just gonna get through it. We're doing the art show tomorrow at the Old Town Gallery. Will be happening. Me, Cyrus Coleman, and our boy Wale with the good homies doing an art show tomorrow. 5 p.m. We'll have drinks for adults and snacks. We'll also be doing another one later on in the month where we'll be doing more focus towards kids because I'm putting out a coloring book.
Oh, snap! That's dope.
Yeah. And it's literally because of them doing the racial theory. Them not trying to teach racial theory in schools, which is basically like just teach history, including the people of color.
Well, like the thing with like especially like CRT that happened, and because like this has actually happened with a bunch of terms. That's typically a term used in like higher forms of education. That it's basically a way for when you're doing studies to summarize a long history of very specific topics. And so but then what happens is that we basically it was like people took it, summarized it to what it's not, and then started putting it out there, and people were like, we aren't going to teach it. It's like, that's not what they're teaching. They're teaching something completely different. It's just the media just took something from a study, summarized it into something catchy to get people to fight with each other. But like critical race theory is literally all it is the study like basically the dichotomy of race and our institutions, like the legal system, crime, like how those things correlate. That's literally what it is.
Well, it's to a certain degree, it's not just teaching black history. It's teaching the racist history of America within the lens of black people. And it's not just black people, it's people of color in general. But it points out like, this is where white supremacists come from. This is why, white privilege, and this is what it means, and this is how. It's like a better understanding of it. And, just certain people don't want to sit up here and deal with that. So I'm kind of like, fuck it. But on some good black news, you know the sister Viola Davis?
Maybe.
She's been in a bunch of incredible movies. She's an amazing actress.
Oh, okay, yeah. She was wasn't she in
Black Panther, Watchmen,
That's
or not
what was-
Watchmen, Walking Dead. She's Michonne.
I didn't know that. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I'm right? Don't make me be wrong. I want to be right.
I'll look it up.
Am I incredibly wrong?
Yeah, I don't think she was Michonne?
I'm just like, where's the picture of you? This is my.
I don't think she's. I don't.
Yeah,
think
she was in Watchmen, wasn't she? No, that's man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think if I'm right. Hold on.
So the person who plays Michonne is Denai Guerrera.
Yeah. All right. Yep.
They do look a little similar.
Because she always wears wigs in the fucking shit, and then she had this one, and I thought it was. You know what it was? Truly, what it was is that right here in this picture, she looks like she's one of the Dora Milaje from Black Panther, and so that's why I got confused. But anyways. That wasn't a black person being an all black people look alike moment for any racist person that's gonna clip this and try to say that.
She was in I'm pretty sure she was in How to Get Away with Murder, which is a really iconic TV show.
Yes, she is. She plays
I never watched that.
No, you watched Suicide Squad?
I watched Suicide. Oh, she's
the sister in that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This I'm excited for this.
Wait, what is this?
So I'm deeply honored and excited to bring the incredible story of this badass female warrior to life. Get ready for The Woman King exclusively in theaters this fall.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
So yeah, I'm there. Did you ever watch Lovecraft?
No.
Yo, bruh, for real, watch it.
I heard it's good.
No, bruh, it is not good. It is fucking dumb.
Yeah,
bro.
I just don't get on TV shows because it's just too many episodes. Like I rather watch a movie.
It's short and it's only one season.
Yeah, but how many episodes?
Like probably 12.
That's a lot. How long are they too? Like an hour?
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Ronan's gonna sit your ass down and make you watch it.
I mean, I'll watch it, but I have a short attention span to that. Like I'll start a series and then I'll get to the middle of it and I'm just like I don't want to watch it anymore.
Dude, it's good. You won't be like that with this show.
That shit's on HBO, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to check it
out. I thought it wasn't gonna be good. I thought I wasn't gonna like it, and all I gotta say is black sci-fi films, TV shows that have been coming out lately have all been fire. The Watchmen series that they did on HBO,
I watched that.
Was stupid. This is better than the Watchmen series.
Okay, because that was actually really good.
Yeah, and so this Watchmen, Lovecraft.
Have you seen Raising Diane?
No.
On Netflix. That one's so good. It's about a mom. I think she's
flip
widowed.
the screen for me real quick.
Yeah, I think she's widowed, and her husband used to be like a superhero, and so it's about her like single mom raising her son with powers. It's a really awesome sci-fi show, and a black show, obviously. But yeah.
Really all right, awesome. I'm gonna talk about you. I'm gonna talk about with you, Dell, because I've been trying to get to it all week. We just gonna tread on this one lightly.
Okay.
So Jennifer, is it Hugh?
I believe so.
Jennifer Hugh voluntarily dismissed the lawsuit against Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty. They're on their ongoing case, and so basically, did you hear about this? Basically, why is it?
Is that her husband?
I
don't keep up on Nicki Minaj.
So I believe that this is her husband or fiance.
But that's the one that was like a child pedophile or some shit like that, or did something
he
weird.
He had a rape allegation against him with this woman, and she dismissed it. And so Jennifer filed a lawsuit in New York last August claiming that Nicki and her husband Kenneth Petty pressured her into recanting her account on Kenneth's sexual assault of her in 1994. So it wasn't rape; it was assault. In her lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court, Jennifer Hugh, now 43, said that she and her family members were starting to receive communications from people claiming to be connected to Nicki Minaj and her husband. The communications allegedly began after Kenneth was arrested in California for failing to register as a sex offender. Nicki and Kenneth are accused of witness intimidation, harassment, intentional infliction of emotional distress. So this is what I really wanted to get into about this. We now live in a society of being like, every person needs to live their truth, and that we need to be more woke and accepting and da-da-da of stuff. How? Just how? Like, because it's a thing that, like, nowadays, like, if you come out and someone says that you did something, there's no innocent until proven guilty. Yeah. You're just wrong. And then within that, if you hear these stories of people being pressured and you believe it's true because, like, you want to believe it on both ends. You want to believe that that person was actually innocent and this person lied about something and believe the beautifulness of whatever celebrity or whatever else. At the same time, that the world is corrupt and evil, and that people will do anything, and I mean anything. The Harvey Weinstein, like, who wants to believe that Bill Clinton sitting up here playing sax and messing with little kids out in the Hawaiian Islands or whatever else,
I don't want to believe that,
and then giving up government secrets and doing all this crazy stuff. Like, we're supposed to live in our truth. We're supposed to believe that these statements within victims and everything else, and I truly do want to always believe in them. And at the same time, we are dealt this hand of being like, left to be like, what is true? Yeah. Like, really, what is it? And the thing that I'm asking you within this, how do we navigate this, brother? I don't know how to do this.
I just stay to myself. That's the only thing I know how to do. Like that kind of shit, man. It's just, I think with like social media and just everything being so open, you just see how much foul shit goes on. And it's just like, sometimes it's unbelievable, man. And it's just like, you thought the world was just like this. I'm not gonna say it was always like a wholesome place, but I didn't think it was this bad. Like,
some of it was behind the curtains. You didn't know how the sausage was made.
Yeah.
And now it's like, anytime that something happens, it can be brought to light. And I think that people, and I'll even say this with me, I've had situations where I've stood up here and spoke my truth, and then nobody did shit. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, so do I never speak about this again? Do I ever treat this situation the same as it was before? Like, what am I supposed to do? And I look at that within victims of even worse crimes than what was committed to me. I'm like, yo, what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to look at a person the same again if this is the way you're treated? And then you realize what you think is like a 1 in a million situation that happens. You're like, oh, that's like 1 in 5. Yeah, it happens all the time.
Yeah, which is fucked up.
Yeah, and it's so, and I'm like, not even going like directly about hers being about sexual assault, but even like, when people sit up here and say that cops sit up here and did something to abuse them or to attack them or brought false evidence, especially with TikTok and people having dash cameras now. Oh, yeah. It's like, yo, yeah, this officer said I ran a light and then was like verbally harassing me and threatening to pull me out of my car and everything else because I ran a stop sign and I didn't even run the stop sign. Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, man. Fucked up shit.
There's also that case where the cops like body cam shut off.
You tell it real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Ronan's always got to pee. But no, there was that case at one time where like the cops' body cam mysteriously shut off. They searched the car, didn't find drugs. Body cam magically shut off. They found drugs in like black man's car. I actually think it was a white dude, and like that was talked about for like a week, and then just like goes under. I think the one thing that people like, it goes both ways for me, where it's like I can empathize with both sides, like as a woman, like, and having been in like situations, like I 100% think it's great that people can come forward, but I also understand, especially black men's fear, because you talk about Emmett Till, that type of thing. People act like false accusations particularly for black men, is a thing like only happening now with social media, but it's happened for the longest time.
Yeah.
Particularly with like white women. And so it's just like in this situation, I want to believe Jennifer's truth because she's been fighting this for a while, and she's obviously been torn up about it too, and she's been experiencing a lot of trauma. But also, I can understand people's fear necessarily in their little bit of doubts, particularly for black men as well. Yeah. I can empathize with both ideologies in that situation.
Yeah, I can feel you on that.
But yeah.
That shit is wild.
We're gonna place a bet, see how long Ronan will take.
How much you want to bet?
I have like $1 in my wallet, dude.
I'm fine with that. A little bit of $1.
Post $1.
Oh no, he's back.
He's back. He's back.
And locked out.
Oh, you're locked. We were just about to place a bet to see how long it takes for you to get back.
I'm fast. I'm the quickest person going to the bathroom, and I fully wash my hands. Yeah. So it's always an amazing thing for me. Because you know what it is? I've been a DJ for X amount of years.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So I have, I've been able to, and if my kids are listening right now, please close your ears. I smoke cigarettes and stuff. So I've been able to smoke a whole cigarette within the span of a 3.5 minute song. Mm-hmm. I'm able to run to the bathroom and get back in less than 3 minutes, and that's including standing in line in some clubs that I worked at. P.S. Anyone that's spending, clubs need to just make this. You need to make a men's bathroom, make 2 non-gender bathrooms. Mm-hmm. But fuck that once again, because men don't take as long in the bathroom as women.
No, they definitely don't.
Just don't. There's no hate. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing in there, but y'all do take a long. But then they need to have ladies. They need to have the third stall that is for handicap and other. Yeah. And I mean other, not in the sense of sexual gender. I mean other in the sense of you're doing other activities in those bathrooms. There's nothing worse than someone that you know that is fucking in the bathroom. Yeah. And you're just like, yo, homie, I gots to go. Yeah. Like,
I went to Tube on Tuesday, mm-hmm. and there was a situation where I was standing in line for the bathroom. I was just like, I gotta pee so mm-hmm. bad. And these girls came in the back, and we're just like, you're in line? I'm like, yeah, I'm in line. I'm just standing here. Mm-hmm. And they're like, and they saw their homeboy in front of the day, all tried to cut me. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, no, so I wouldn't cut him. Mm-hmm. And he was all in my face about trying to fight me because I cut him. I was like, yo, I don't know what you're going to do in here with these girls, but there's 5 of y'all about to go into the same bathroom. I just gotta take a piss.
I just gotta take a piss.
I'm gonna be in and out. And we got in a big ass argument. Nothing bad happened. He later apologized because I think he thought about it and was just like, all right. The nigga had made sense.
Yeah, it's like, yo, do I really want my nigga right here to piss his pants right now?
And I was on the verge of too. I had to pee like a Russian racehorse. It was bad.
Yo, do you remember back in the day? This is so. All right, I used to play it too back in the day, but with a previous owner, and back then. The rules of Tube were a lot more loose and wild.
There was no rules.
There's no rules.
It was those were wild times.
I mean, I definitely my brother, our close friend, definitely peed in the corner of Tube while ordering a drink.
Oh yeah! Oh my God!
Say no names.
I'm not gonna say no names. I remember this now. I remember that now. That's happened a few times.
Yeah. It's funny because it never smelled like piss.
No. I mean, that place always had like a.
It had a smell.
But it never, that's why you got away with it. Jesus Christ, I forgot all about that shit.
Dude, that, and then like there was a back area where there was a freezer. And that used to be, we quote unquote called it the employee bathroom because it was just, it was a big ass fan that's like, don't pee in the fan. You'll shut down the power of the building and you'll probably get electrocuted. Just pee right off the side of that motherfucker.
Yeah, that was back in the grimy days too. Those were good days.
Those are great days. Yeah. All right, let me pull up the screen real quick. Where we at on time?
Half an hour.
All right. So next up we got. All right. You I know that you know more about this story, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you get into this description of it, Marcy.
All right, let me pull it up.
Do you need more water? Because I'm a diabetic and I'm thirsty as all hell at all given times. and I could truly drink one of these jugs to myself.
That should be good right there.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
You know, I'm just waiting for us to get sponsored by 50 Cent's new project, Revitamin Water. He's like, we put the electrolytes back in there. It's like, no, you didn't, nigga. So what's up with the story, Marcy?
Okay, let me pull up on here. But basically, Lauren Smith Fields died in her apartment after a date with a man she met on Bumble. And Cardi B basically spoke out and was just like, because a black woman, the victim was a black woman, basically spoke out on Twitter, was like, this is fucked up. They need to they're playing it off as like it's her fault for meeting some random man, and that's not like if a white woman. She didn't say this, but she kind of implied it. Like if it was any other murder, no one would be saying shit like, oh, it's your fault because you met a random ass man. And so
isn't that what you go on Bumble to do? Kind of. I guess I don't know how that really
so
works.
it's just like so basically she just met up with the wrong person, unfortunately, and she was a victim. And Cardi B's tweet ended up causing a lot of people to look into her case, getting more support for her family and getting it more properly investigated. And so Lauren Smithfield's family thanked Cardi B for it because they said without her tweet, and they wouldn't have gotten the notoriety. And that's pretty much the situation.
Well, shouts out to Cardi B for that. That's what's up.
So, man, so was she drugged? Is this what I'm reading?
Yeah, I think she was like drugged.
Yeah.
Or some
So
shit
all right.
like
So
that.
let me just read this real quick. On December 12th, Smithfields was found dead inside her Bridgeport, Connecticut, apartment after a date with a 30-year-old Matthew LaFontaine. Whatever. The two had been drinking tequila in the apartment the night before, and I'm just gonna call him LaFontaine. Alleged that Smithfields became ill and went to vomit in her bathroom the next morning. LaFont called police after discovering blood leaking from an unresponsive Smithfield's right nostril. She wasn't breathing. After a brief inquiry from the Bridgeport police, LaFont wasn't arrested on further questions about the incident. Nah, this man don't look old, and it's not old at all, yet the media made it seem like she was with a sick old-ass man looking to trick her. I'm disgusted on how they spin the narrative, especially because I see people saying online that this what she gets. Cardi tweeted on Sunday the 23rd. Yeah.
Oh, the dude with the backpack is the he won the backpack?
Never just a white man with a backpack.
Yeah, basically it's just like they're like people in media are making that to be like, oh, she met with some old ass man, like she knew what she was getting into. And but they didn't hold him for questioning at all, which is like the first thing you do in a mysterious death. She's a young woman, and they didn't.
Yo, I'm gonna say this, and even though I've had best friends in my life that've been bald dudes with glasses, bald white dudes with glasses, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't take that Bumble date. If your date looks like Vin Diesel, nerdy Vin Diesel, don't do that shit. You see how crazy Vin Diesel was. He sit up here and gave up a multi-million-dollar franchise because he's sitting up here fighting with The Rock, and now The Rock getting spinoffs with Jason Statham. Yeah, two bald white dudes. Well, Rock ain't white, but he's passing something. But nah. Second off, I know every black man in the world is like,
yeah, why she got on a date with him? Like, what? That was your Bumble choice? Like,
she said she wanted an albino nigga.
I mean,
she wanted.
But people saying that's her fault. They're all fucked up for saying that's not her fault. And yeah, you go. The sites need to be doing more stuff on that, not to let motherfuckers like this on there to do that shit. And then the police not holding him for like, if he was a black dude, he definitely would have been in jail.
Yo, I came up with this idea a long time ago. Marcy, I need the youth and the female insight on this. Having any kind of dating app that does not have a review for the person, and just the factor of not being attractive or if it was a good date, being respectful and making you feel safe. Just those two categories, nothing else. Is that a thing that should exist on all those platforms?
I think so. I think like especially if it's like a more casual dating app, like something like Tinder, where people are gonna go on like multiple dates. Because I feel like Bumble is the one thing where people don't go on. Like there's like different apps do different things. Mm-hmm. But I think the one thing that they could do, and this isn't that difficult, is I think it should be transparent. And if you're gonna like put people up on these apps, have their location on there and everything, I think background checks, like particularly for assault. If someone's a sex offender on these apps, they should have to declare that.
If you're a sex offender, if you've beaten a partner, I think also, you know how they have these apps where it's
specifically violent crimes. I feel like if you like, for example, like if say you went shoplifting when you were like a teen, I don't think that should have to be disclosed on there. Like I feel like that's kind of dumb. But like if you like hurt somebody or like aggravated assault, that type of thing, that shit should be on there because like you're basically like. Otherwise, people are putting up random ass shit like on their profile.
They're getting more information on Uber drivers and their backgrounds than they are on you spending the night with somebody.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, it's because it's like for them, it's about like how they protect the company. For Tinder, they just care about people using their apps and swiping. They don't care about necessarily what happens after that, right?
So you know how I think it's Bumble where is Bumble the one where the women have to message you first? Or is that okay? Keep it whatever site. I want there to be another version. I want it to be what my exes say, where instead of you writing your profile or even more so, 5 out of 10 of my exes say that I was the shit and it was a mutually equitable breakup or whatever. Like, hey. Just so you know, I'm not crazy. Here's my breakups. I'm willing to show because it's like one of the first things you talk about when you go on a date is like, it's nice to know you. You know, when was your last relationship? How did it end? Like, yada yada yada. Like I make a OkCupid that my exes also get to write a profile and be like, yo, this nigga's kind of lazy, but as long as you're able to work with that,
he's a great guy.
He's a great guy. Cindy, she's super awesome, but she's going to tell you what you're doing wrong, and you just got to live with pure honesty. It's like, all right, I can deal with that going into it, and but then it'd be one of those things where it's like you have to put in 5 of your exes, and then you get to pick 3 out of the 5 quotes of what they put down, and it's like, yo, bro, that's it. You don't get no more options. Like, nah, he was a dick. He had a small dick. He was a dumb dick. Like it's like, yo, you got to pick one of those. It's like,
I do think another thing that these apps could do, because like those security apps, right? Mm-hmm. Where like you can, I think one of those things should be is like if you're planning on going a date, you should be able to put that up on the app. And then if you don't contact your people, tell them you're safe by a certain time, like you have emergency contacts in that app. And that app can send out something to be like, yo, someone needs to go check on this sister out here.
You know what would be dope is if there was a way to I love that this is just gonna be our new segment, app ideas, where you had it so like at a midpoint of the date, you guys both like have to like walk out of the room or like it's like ding ding ding. All right, I gotta go and use the bathroom, and it gives you like an out that makes it so it's not awkward.
Okay.
That's like, all right, if I come back, this person, and make it so the other person has to pay the check if they decide to leave. So it's like, hey, we went out to dinner, and this is just figurative because Marcy's my little sister. But, yo, me and Marcy went on a date. Marcy sits up here and steps away from the table, and I'm like, you know what? This ain't going to work. Let me pay for the check. Let me sit up here and buy.
She said that T-Pain should do a versus with Usher. I can't.
I sit up here, I pay for the check, I buy a dessert, and then I'm like, all right, I hope you have a good night. The pleasure don't go to this bar.
I think that's clever. That's actually really clever though, giving them like an out.
Yeah.
Because then like one the thing is like that's gonna eliminate a lot of your creepy people going out on dates, because like if they know going into that you have an out, they're gonna be like, ugh,
and they're gonna put their best foot forward, because that you only got like maybe like let's say there's like 30 minutes, the first 30 minutes, and the act can be please ghost me, because then you get a free meal. It's like, hey, I'm gonna be on this thing 30 minutes. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and swipe right on this one. Who knows? But I'm gonna get a free meal out of it. I'm chomp.
There's gonna be some grody ass dudes that go on there and be like, I know she's gonna ghost me.
I know she's
get a free meal.
Yo, dude, you gotta take it. And then it also puts you in that position of being like, hey, I'm not gonna be an asshole when I order food. Yeah. Because that's the other thing, is like sometimes you go on. There's certain people that go on dates that are solely there for a meal. Like I've been told by so many, because I have a lot of girlfriends, and they'd be like, yeah, like. Some of them like, yeah, I just go out on certain dates because I know that they're going to buy me a meal for free. And they even put in their phone free meal. Oh. Like free meal John.
Damn.
Like, movie date.
Saw your name like that.
Like, here's the thing is that sometimes that meal is not free. That is what I'm going to. There's like some dudes they'll be like I see this online all the time. Like, well, I bought her all this stuff and then she's not going to put out or something like that. It's like, well, then the meal's not free, is it?
Yo.
True that.
This is my thing. I never expect after a date to get anything.
Yeah, I don't expect that either. Even if I pay for the whole night, I'm not like, oh.
Because some of my favorite dates before, like, we even, like, got to, like, the actual portion of the whatever, like, we've already, like, clicked and made, like, a physical connection. Not necessarily sex or anything else like that. But it's like, oh, they put their arm around me, or, oh, they did this, or, oh, they start to hold my hand, like, immediately or whatever else. And I'm like, oh, cool, there's already this physical connection. The rest of this date can be whatever. Like, I at least know this person's this much into me.
Yeah.
And, yo, I don't know about you, bro. You tell me within your experiences of it, but I hate going on dates where a person makes a physical move on me, but then is like, and I don't know the right way to say this. They make a physical move on you, but it's like inauthentic. It's like, I just want to hook up for the night, or I just want to get like to this far within shit. And I'm like, I went on a date. I didn't go on a Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to break the physical like boundaries a little bit, and like you can tell.
Yeah, like where it's just like, yo, like, hey, you're just trying to hook up, which is fine. Like, we're all adults, we can do that. But don't go on the journey with me if we're just going to make a pit stop. I hate that. Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to start actually thinking that you're kind of cool, and then you're like,
into you, and then like all of a sudden it's just like, oh, he was just.
It's like, hey, yo, like I really want to hook up, and I want to do X, Y, and Z, and I feel like I can be comfortable and safe with you. It's like, dope, that's cool, let's do that. But
I think that's the one thing I think about like society nowadays is that I'm happy people are becoming more open with communication, because I feel like that should be the standard. If you're going into something expecting something, you should tell them that you're expecting that thing, because like, like I don't want to go on a date with somebody and then they're like, well, actually I was expecting this, or there's like creepy ass dudes that are like, oh, actually now is the courting process, I want to marry you, and you're like, what the hell, go like you're like please just communicate to me what you want so that I don't have to deal with like some weird ass behavior.
Dude, I think the two weirdest things in the world are when people become way too relationshipy with, like, they're like, this has been a pet peeve, and I've had this happen at least like 4 times in my life, where someone's like, oh, I can see you as being my boyfriend, but the but is like, we're having some kind of argument. It's like, hey, I know that this is a little hiccup, but I could see you being my boyfriend, so don't worry about this, we're gonna get over this. And I'm like,
all right, chill.
You're like,
I'm like, we went.
Like, they aren't even like your acquaintance yet.
It's like it's like one of those things like, hey, we made out and we sat up here and had like, I came over and watched the movie, but like, you see me as your, like, you're saying this to me as like, all right, nah, not now. It's always it's a woman that it's typically not necessarily my type, but I looked past whatever it was because I thought that their personality was dope. And I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be one of those relationships that like, this person's your best friend. And then they just always like get this cocky and this is like, nigga, I got you. I had you at day one. Like,
no,
you just didn't realize it.
No, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't.
It's either that or that status of being like way too confident within that, or them being like people that want to get with you, like hook up with you, but then have to play a game.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
I play video games. I ain't got time for that shit.
Yo.
I play PlayStation 5.
The only woman that's playing games with me's name is Zelda. Like that's it, bro. Like it ain't going down like that. Princess Peach only. But yeah. So I don't know. Dating's weird. I've never been on any of the apps. I've been in like a 12+ year long relationship. I've never swiped right on anything. Like have you been
I have the app back when it first started, but I've never met anybody off of it.
Yeah.
So that shit weirds me out, man.
I always got weirded out because I would have my homies tell me like, yo, you know, we have them lunches, and I'm like, what do you mean? And like, you know, you go on a little lunch, and I'm like, once again, nigga, what do you mean? And then it's like, oh no, you know, something like, you know, if a girl wants to go and have lunch with you, they just trying to do like a mid-afternoon hookup, and it's like a thing.
What?
Yeah, and it was like blew my mind. He was like, yeah, because you know you don't have time to really mess around, like in the sense of like, you know, have these long dates all night, da 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 da. So you in and out.
Oh wow.
And I was just like, that's a thing.
Yeah,
like,
I never knew that.
He's
Lunchtime?
like, yeah. He's like, yeah, man, I only go on lunch dates, and I'm just like,
yeah.
I was like,
no, I've never heard of that until now.
Funky ass dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nigga's lunchtime.
I mean, it's like you go to work, you go to lunch, you hit the gym. Now you don't have to hit the gym.
Oh man, that's wild.
I wish you could have saw Marcy's face. It was pure disgust. It was like, it was all hella slow motion. All right,
like,
yo, you can switch back the screen.
Oh man, that is lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Sack lunch, nigga.
Is that song "Bitchy Breakfast"? Nah, nigga, you lunch.
Lunch o'clock.
All right, so
Disturbed.
Yeah, hey, yo, it is what it is. All right, so we're gonna get into real quick some different sneaker stuff, and I just want to get. This is called Yay or Nay.
Okay.
All right. First up, we have the cherry red Jordan 11s rumored for holiday release. Yay or nay?
Oh, that's a nay for me.
That's a nay?
Yeah, I like 11s. They look good, but I'm not gonna. I'm kind of over 11s in my life.
You going over?
Yeah.
All right. Let me. You know what? Just leave it up. It's fine. I'll just go back and forth. All right. The officially unveiled its Dunk Low Cab.
The Union joints, yeah. Those are a yay for me. I like those joints. I like Union stuff too. Like it's one of the best stores ever in LA, and I fuck with anything that dude Chris Gibbs does. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So that's a yay?
That's a yay.
All right. I knew this was gonna be a big one for you.
I don't know. I don't really do the JJ, whatever that shit. JJ Jones shit. I don't really look into it. It's cool. I mean, that's probably a nay for me though, honestly.
Okay. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I've never really been into the star swoosh logo.
The Bape Star.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's just an Air Force One with the big thing. Back in the day though, when they first started coming out, because they would have all those weird colors and they're patent leathers. Like I have a couple of the original joints. Those are cool. But like, it's just.
You know what I always wanted, and I can't get into the story, but I guess I'll get into the story. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna be the bigger man. I'm gonna take the high road. So I always wanted them to do the swoosh and the Midnight Marauders, and the Midnight Marauders print.
Okay.
And a homie of mine actually did for me a pair of these shoes. We had honestly a slight misunderstanding of some stuff. But he did the shoes and they came out dope. And I just want, I'm going to give him his flowers on doing so. Why won't this come up? I hate this shit. All right, I'm just going to put it in another folder. Hopefully it'll come up in there. and be able to transfer. All right, so I want to get your yay or nay on these.
Okay.
Is it not gonna show? Jesus Christ! All right, we're gonna go to the next ones, and then I'm just gonna airdrop it to myself.
Let me pull up that screen again.
Yeah. So these are the Jade Horizon Jordan 5 release.
That's a nay for me.
That's a nay for you. I'm gonna be honest. I like this silhouette of Jordans.
I like 5s. I just that the color is cool. I wouldn't wear it. See, unless it was given to me for free. If I wanted to send niggas some free shit.
me out in the Ducks game, and or if I get my Loki hip hop variant outfit going, I'm rocking these. That's just me though, and I always love this little, not this the splatter print right. What the fuck? Is that Jesus. Fortunato? Why does that dude look like the guy from Scary Movie with the hook?
It literally made me jump.
Yeah, you might want to turn around, just lock that door real quick.
That shit scared the shit out of me. Jesus Christ.
The thing is, if it's Fortunato, he just got a key, so there's nothing we can do about it. If he gonna kill us, he's just gonna kill us. All right, let me see what else. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
why is this? I always love Apple computers and making things work well. Yeah, let's just make it harder and harder. Yeah, all right, there you go. So this is from our homie Mike Nerlino.
So you can't put that in full?
Nope, because it does this. So we'll just do it like that.
Do you want to put the one thing in full behind it or something?
It's cool.
Oh, you're cool with people seeing your desktop?
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, what are they going to get mad at me for? Me just putting stuff for the show? There's no, yeah, all right. Anyway, so there you go.
I have to say those are a yay.
Those are a yay?
Yeah, I fuck with it. Yeah.
See, the only thing
you wanted to print on the swoosh though, didn't you?
I wanted the
Yeah, I can see that, but those still came out real dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I still am going to name these as the Tribe Called Wakanda ones. Everything is the blank 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 ones to me, but
yeah, no, those are dope.
All right.
Have you worn them yet?
Nah. Long story. Okay. But shout out, hey, bro, Mike. They look dope. They are awesome. Good job. I appreciate you for making them. All right. So let's keep it going. All right. This is more so. How you feeling about these sneaker battles? I hear that it's like they do it like they play it like war.
Yeah, I guess you give I haven't watched too many of them. Some of those dudes are just mad corny to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they put them in categories. Bring out your best this. Bring out your best that. And that's how they.
Oh, here's your best low. Let's see your best J.
Like let's see your oldest shoe, and then they bring out their oldest shoe or something like that. I mean, it's cool. I guess I'm not battling nobody with no sneakers. I just
but I'm like, are we doing this like craps? You sit up here and you take it when you win, you take it.
I don't think they're doing that.
I'm like, this you gotta find another nigga with the 15.
You get the clout or whatever. Like, oh, you beat this guy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. How do you feel about these?
No, I'm cool. No, I'm cool on those.
Nah.
I was into LeBrons for a second. Like I got into a big stage of my life where I was in the PEs because they were kind of harder to get. So I had a couple of LeBrons and stuff. But like Dom said, don't wear LeBrons in the club because they look ugly.
Are these the Looney Tune joints?
I don't even think so.
I think they're just an all-star one.
Looney Tune 9000.
No, these are the Big Bang.
Yeah.
I'm calling those a Looney Tune 9000.
Nah, I'm calling these the Chinese New Year's.
I'm calling them trash.
I'm calling these
just hot trash.
Yeah. True. I'm not mad. All right, and then
those Mellow
Buzz
Balls
City.
Little Mellow Balls. Those are actually don't look that bad. It's a basketball shoe, so I don't really wear it because nigga don't hoop no more.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's not that bad of a look at shoe, especially coming from Puma. So usually Puma basketball shoes are hella ugly to me.
Mm-hmm.
This one is actually not that bad. He did a Rick and Morty one too, and actually they're like 2 different colors. So yeah, I know you'd be into that. Yeah, there's a Rick and Morty version of these.
Only thing I have a problem with these shoes. Well, don't say. Let me rewrite. The biggest problem I have with these shoes. Why do we got these Spirit feather dream catchers on the side of them?
I don't know.
It just looks. I'm be honest. It looks a little racist to me. I'm like, why do you have dream catchers / feathers on the side of this shoe with some wicked basket on the bottom? Like,
yeah, I don't even know why they call it Buzz City. But yeah, I mean, those are a nay for me though.
Yeah, it's a hell no for me. Those are the. Yeah, I don't even know where to go. Hey, I know my homie Brian's watching this. What do you think of these shoes? Please leave it in the comments so everyone else can hear your opinions on fashion like I have to. All right, so you can mute out the screen. We're gonna get into one more segment. We're going to do, if I can get it. You know what? We talked about that yesterday. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Oh man, it's not in the same. All right, well let me ask you this. While I'm putting this one up and I'm delaying for time.
All right.
How do you feel? And I want to know.
I like watching all the white people walk by because as you see looking in,
Yeah,
like,
oh my
God. The niggas got a talk show.
It's niggas a la glass.
It looks so amazed too, like their face all bright and shit looking in, and then some of them look just mad fucking confused.
And it's like, oh, I get to see them in their natural environment. There's not even a chicken restaurant near here.
The base.
Once again, there's not a chicken restaurant near here. Dude,
he's like, I said what I said.
Yeah, I said what I said.
Oh, no,
I fucking meant it.
Yeah, I mean, I had it. It's not that good.
Their chicken sandwich at one point was solid, and it just slowly got worse and worse after that. So all right, this just happens to be this two things real quick, and they're two different videos.
Okay.
The first one is hilarious. Hold on.
Oh.
let me reintroduce myself. Why is it the black woman just runs faster?
That's the best. They were happy they're gonna hold hands, make it all like, oh, we're teamwork. Teamwork is the dream work, and she was like, nah.
She's like, Becky's, move out. It's Black History Month. Flat out.
You can tell she was planning that too. She saw them getting happy as soon as they put their hands together. She was like, "Nope, put the Jets on." It's like, nope, I'm ruining days.
Yo, dude, I love it. It's a magical moment. Though, so that's our first sounds about white people sitting up here raising their hands, thinking they won the game, and then black
they
people
were
like
slowing down before they get the.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, they weren't looking behind them. They just thought they were the only one.
You can flip the screen real quick. Just 1 second. I'm gonna flip it right back. So there's that, and then we had also oh man, this other one, which is just my favorite thing in the whole world right now. This is a cautionary note of why you do not go and sit up here and try to play pranks or do dumb shit in the hood. This is truly sounds about white. And I don't even know if this nigga white. All right.
Yo. Call it. I've seen this before. This nigga.
Yo. I love this. Dude, that's shit. Yo. For all you people that love to take pictures in black neighborhoods or and you know, just in the hood in general, doesn't need to necessarily be black. Do not treat our shit like the petting zoo. Do not treat our shit like you could sit up here and come and get a cute snap with a black African child with a tiki fly flying on his face and shit. That shit don't work like this in America. You will get your ass handled.
Mm-hmm. Was you trying to be a rapper too? Was coming to flex all that money and just start taking niggas' money.
You flex all that shit in the hood with people that don't got nothing to make it seem like you street.
Yeah, call the cops. Call the police.
Marcus, call the police.
That's what you get.
Yeah, that's our sounds about white for today. So the next thing we're gonna do is grind your beans before we get out of here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you, Mr. Cole Medina, yourself. You can look in this camera and tell the world what's really grinding your beans.
Oh shit!
And you repeat the phrase, "What's grinding my beans?"
What's grinding my beans is people that come to shop for sneakers and don't ask for a size. They ask what size do we have. Why don't you just ask for the specific size you're looking for? It makes all of our job a little easier because I don't have to ask you what size you're looking for. I can just tell you either we have it or we don't.
Yeah.
So it's just makes it easier. Just tell me the fucking size you want. No matter if it's not your size, I don't care about. Just tell me the size you are looking for. I'm looking for an 8 to a 13. That's even better.
Yeah.
Just don't ask me what sizes we have. Because I'm gonna tell
They're
them.
afraid to tell you their size 6.5 shoe.
No, because they're trying to flip them. So they're trying to get the. If
That's
like, if I can
fine.
get my size, great.
Just tell me the size you're looking for. Tell me the sizes you're looking for. I know you're probably reselling anyways. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't.
Your
really
money
care.
still spends the same,
Exactly.
whether you flip it or not.
I just want you to get you in and out because you probably irritate me. So I'm gonna be real.
All right, so for me, what's grinding my beans? What's grinding my beans is feeling like I'm old and sitting up here trying to use Instagram or any of these other social media apps, mostly because the dumb features that you would think that they would have, aka, hey, I'm going to use the same tag every day for every post that I'm going to use because it's my business account, and not being able to just have that shit come up. Having to sit up here and be like an old man and Seuss, I know you're gonna clip this, so fuck you. Being like, how do I get the sound to stop going and still post on the video while I'm trying to make the notation in it? Turn down the volume. Fuck you.
That was so funny.
Fuck you.
When he came up there, and he was literally just like, turn it down, Ronan.
Yo, I can't. I'm tired of you coming out with new features and swipes and gestures and putting stuff in tags and not putting stuff in tags. Yo, I'm not going to sit up here and watch a YouTube video on how to use my TikTok every week. I'm not going to watch a YouTube video on how to do my Instagram. I'm not going to take a class on social media.
Would you watch a TikTok on how to do it?
Fuck you. I'm tired of social media changing the rules of how it works every damn week, and I don't know. And then I come back and I'm like, oh, this is how you do something, and then it's no longer the way you do it. Yo, and just as in general on social media, I get everything now has to steal from Snapchat, and everything has to have stories of some sort with different filters and shit. Explain to me how the filters work. I didn't figure out how those things worked for like 2 weeks. I didn't know you could click at the bottom of the screen and then the filter would pop up and then I could sit up here and have the shotting gun in my eyes. You know how long I was waiting to get the shotting gun in my eyes? Like, yo, I know it. I'm old. I'm washed. It's okay. I'll deal with it. But fuck, man, can you just put some of the instructions to this shit?
Have you thought about using a filter to make you feel less old?
So this has been your morning drip. We are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30-ish to about 10:30. Shout out to my guest today, the homie Dell in the building.
Thank you very much for the invite.
Yes, the king of streetwear himself. Also, shout out to Marcy, who puts up with my dumb ass every episode. She probably getting tired of this shit. She's like, she was just looking down. She wasn't even smiling. And then she's like, this nigga still looking at me, isn't he? All right, I'm going to look up and smile. Please don't murder me.
No.
But yeah, so check us out. We'll be doing an art gallery show tomorrow right here at the Old Town Gallery. You can check out Dell with his amazing fits on IG on Lord King Cole.
He snapped that IG handle.
I hate y'all.
Bag secured.
So if you want to support the show, go to yourmorningdrip.com. You can buy a piece of merch. You can sit up here and donate. We are Portland's first black morning show. We are Portland's currently only black morning show. And it's Black History Month, so you should feel guilty and do shit.
Mad guilty.
Mad
fucking
guilty mind.
Mad fucking guilty, son.
Support the show. Leave a comment. Make sure to hit that notification bell. Subscribe. Hit like. Do all that stuff. Support the channel. Support the show. And guess what? We out of here. Peace.